Shalom family. So I just wanted to do a quick video on ways to help kids to get involved with eating better, resetting, and just getting our lives so much better for Yahuwah. Because I know a lot of parents, they may struggle with how do I get my kids to want to eat healthy, or they only like this kind of food. And the way to do it, especially when they're really young, is to help them to feel involved. So what that looks like is help them cook, have them pick, like you start growing some tomatoes or some herbs and say, hey, this is a lavender, this is basil, why don't you pick that, let's put it in the food, let's taste it. You did so good. It makes them feel proud, because like, look, this is something that I did, and they want to do that more and more, and they grow an interest. Building a little garden, even if it's inside your house, there's all these different fruits and vegetables and herbs that you can grow inside that makes them feel proud, like this is my work that I did. Kids love to be like, it's me, I did that. Look at what I did, mommy. So helping them feel involved is a very, very important thing for them. Another thing is that using statements like, we don't do that, or we eat this way because, when you have that we on there, they don't feel singled out. They don't feel like, okay, well, my friends do it, but I can't. But when you explain it to them and really help them to understand that this is how we eat, this is how Yahuwah wants us to eat, we're doing this together as a family, and making it a family thing, little people live for that. They love it. So making it something that they can connect to is huge. And then the last thing that I wanted to touch on was helping them to have visuals, right? So what you could do is you could take red, green, and yellow construction paper, and then you can just cut it, make cutouts for it. And then what you could do as you're teaching them about the different types of foods that they can and cannot eat, or should eat only sometimes, first you break down green light foods are foods that are perfectly okay. They're fruits, vegetables, nuts, whole food ingredients. And if you don't know what whole food ingredients are, which I will cover in another video, whole food ingredients are whole foods are foods that are ingredients. They don't have ingredients. Okay, my arm's getting tired. Anyway, and I know I need to work out. And then, so anything that has ingredients is not whole foods, right? Yellow light foods for kids, when they see that, those are your sometimes foods. Those are the foods that, okay, I shouldn't be eating this every day, but I can eat this sometimes. So honestly, meat would fall in that category, right? So they can't be eating meat every single solitary day. It's just not how our bodies are designed. That's not how they're supposed to be processed. So it's something that we have to really get ourselves out of the Babylon mindset and eating. I'm not saying not to eat levitically clean meats. What I am saying is you have to change your mindset about it. If you are a person that eats meat every single meal, every single day, that has to change, right? Another thing that would be a sometimes food is healthier processed snacks. You can't be eating those kind of snacks every day, because they don't give you all the nutrients that you need. Because what ends up happening is that you end up replacing valuable nutrients that you should be getting with a snack that's really tasty. And though there is nutrients, you could be overdoing it in one particular nutrient versus really exploring your palate. What your palate is just your taste buds. And then another thing for you to do is really examine like what you're eating. Like, for example, coconut sugar. It's a better for you sugar. Maple syrup, another better for you sugar. But do you really need to have that all the time? No. Exploring those flavors, exploring spices. So it's just helping kids to understand those little things, but doing it in a way that speaks to them. So they understand yellow light, okay, slow down, caution. Green light, okay, this is a go, this is good, we can eat it all the time within reason. And then the last one's red light foods. That's caution, that's stop. You stop it. Red light foods are the foods that you really don't want to eat at all, to be honest. Red light foods, when you stop, you're pausing, you're selah, you're thinking about it, you're reflecting on it, and you're like, okay, I should not be eating that. Those would be the processed foods that Babylon loves to offer, like the Cheetos and the Fritos and Funyuns and Tasty Cake and Moon Pies and, all those things that have like 100 ingredients just to make the crust. And then you got the fillers. you know what they look like. You know, a lot of cereals fall into the red light foods. A lot of pastry treats and breakfast things fall into the red light. So helping kids to understand that by just saying these are red light foods, and then you show them the back, and then you can play a game with it, like see how many ingredients here that we should actually eat, and show me the ones you don't understand. These are for obviously the readers, right? So like for our 8-year-old, you know, like which ones look funny to you, which ones look like, okay, these are actual food, right? Because they wouldn't know the scientific names for these things. For the younger ones, you can say, okay, well, this has bad ingredients in it. This is not good for us, okay? And then you can explain to them later on what those are, but just letting them know, like, these have bad ingredients that make our bodies sick. That will help them put it together and say, okay, I understand now this has bad ingredients, but this has good ingredients. Because that's what happens with our 4-year-old, for example. She's always like, we can't have that. That has bad ingredients. But we can have this, right, mommy? And then I'll explain to her, I'm like, yes, we can have that, but not all the time. So those are just little tidbits that I think that would be super valuable to help kids really understand and process what they should and shouldn't be eating. And hopefully to help you too, because I know, like, for me, when I first learned it, when I was going through my health coaching program, I was like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. That's yellow light food. That's red light food. That's green light food. Green light, yum, yum, yum. I'm going to eat it. So hopefully that really just resonates with you, and you can start implementing that with your children, and makes it easier and digestible for them as you start changing and resetting their diets to be more pleasing to Yahuwah. So I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please message me if you have any questions, or call me. I'm always willing to help, and I appreciate you. Y'all loves you too. See you later. Bye.